Yes, respected friends, welcome. We are studying Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayanam, Great Shastra, out of 6, third Prakaranam Utpatthi, out of 122, 26th Sarga. We are studying. The subject is Siddha Darshana Hetu Kathanam. In this, Mother Saraswati as well as Leela, in this Leelopakhyanam, reach to the Girigrama Brahmana Gruha. Then the sthiti paristiti there is explained. Then they appear seeable to them. Then they are worshipped. Then they ask the dukkha hetu. Jeshta Sharma explains, and then he asks for freeing from all the dukkha, because the great Mahatmas come only to remove the dukkha. Then, just by the touch and glances, they remove the dukkha of everyone. Rama asks the question, why didn't she reveal herself as mother? To that question, Vashishtha is going to answer. That's the last topic of this particular sarga. We'll chant. Before that, today being Ratha Saptami, only one stotra of Bhagavan Surya we chant today for 6 minutes, and that is the Dwadasha Aditya Stotram. Okay, let us do our Mangalacharana Shloka Sankalpa, Dwadashaditya Stotram, then Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana Adhyanam. If it is done and time is there, 27th Sarga Parayanam also we will do. Welcome you all. May divinity this way keep on blessing us. May we recognize blessings and do the needful to receive and use those blessings for our single agenda of Adhyatmika Pragati. In that Adhyatmika Pragati, again, only single goal is to realize the ultimate truth substratum. Because ज्ञात्वा देवं मुच्यते सर्व पाशैः तेषां सुखम शाश्वतम न इतरेषाम. Only those who realize the self have the permanent bliss and are freed from all snares and bondages. Okay. And Bhagavan Rama belongs to Surya Vamsha only. Therefore, today Ratha Saptami, chanting at least one sutra is good. Morning already we have done 2 plus 2 plus 1, 5 stotrams. Throughout the day also, something or the other Surya Sambandhi going on. 1 or 2 days, sometime only Surya Stotra Parayana we do when the Lord gives us energy. Start. Om 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 Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व वेदान्ताः सच्चास्त्राः तान्नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ओम श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने. ओम ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे वशिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः. श्री सूर्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमः. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः. तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषद योगवासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुति स्मृति पुराणेतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्म से विश्वव्याप्त विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थम अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयाः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री राम वशिष्ठ संवाद रूप श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण स्मृति प्रकरण मोक्ष शास्त्रस्य पारायणम अध्ययनम साधना प्रयत्न मुक्त्यर्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ रथसप्तमी संदर्भेण द्वादशादित्य स्तोत्रस्य पारायणं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम रथसप्तम्यां शुभतिथौ श्री सूर्यनारायण अनुग्रहेण परब्रह्मानुभूति द्वारा मोक्ष प्राप्त्यर्थं द्वादशादित्य ध्यान श्लोकानां पारायणं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम अथ द्वादश आदित्य ध्यान श्लोकाः। ओम धाता ओम धाता कृतस्थली हेतिर्वासुकीरतकृन्मुने पुलस्त्यस्तुम्बुरुरिते मधुमासं नयन्त्यमि धाता शुभस्य मे दाता भूयो भूयोऽपि भूयसः रश्मिजालसमाश्लिष्टः तमस्तोम विनाशनः अर्यमा अर्यमा पुलहोथौजाः रहेति पुञ्जिकस्थली नारदः कच्छनीरश्च नयन्त्येते स्म माधवम् मेरुशृङ्गान्तरचरः कमलाकरबान्धवः अर्यमातु सदा भूत्यै भूयस्यै प्रणतस्य मे मित्रः मित्रोत्रिः पौरुषेयोऽथ तक्षको मेनकाः रथस्वन इति ह्येते शुक्रमासं नयन्त्यमि निशानिवारणपटुः उदयाद्रिकृताश्रयः मित्रोऽस्तु मम मोदाय तमस्तोम विनाशनः वरुणः वसिष्ठो ह्यरुणोरम्भा सहजन्यस्तथाहुः शुक्रश्चित्रस्वनश्चैव शुचिमासं नयन्त्यमि सूर्यस्यन्दनमारूढ अर्चिर्माली प्रतापवान् कालभूतः कामरूपो यरुणः सेव्यते मया इन्द्रः इन्द्रो विश्वावसुः श्रोता एलापत्रस्तथाङ्गिराः प्रम्लोचा राक्षसो वर्यो नभो मासं नयन्त्यमि सहस्ररश्मिसंवीतम् इन्द्रं वरदमाश्रये शिरसा प्रणमाम्यद्य श्रेयो वृद्धिप्रदायकं विवस्वान् विवस्वानुग्रसेनश्च व्याघ्र आसारणो भृगुः अनुम्लोचाः शङ्खपालो नभस्याख्यं नयन्त्यमि जगन्निर्माणकर्तारं सर्वदिग्व्याप्ततेजसं नभोग्रहमहादीपं विवस्वन्तं नमाम्यहं त्वष्टा त्वष्टा रुचिकतनयः कम्बलाख्यस्तिलोत्तमा ब्रह्मापेतोऽथ शतजित् धृतराष्ट्र इशम्भरा त्वष्टा शुभाय मे भूयात् शिष्टावडिनिषेवितः नानाशिल्पकरो नाना धातुरूपः प्रभाकरः विष्णुः विष्णुरश्वतरोरम्भा सूर्यवर्चाश्च सत्यजित् विश्वामित्रो मखापेत ऊर्जमासं नयन्त्यमि भानुमण्डलमध्यस्थं वेदत्रयनिषेवितं गायत्री प्रतिपाद्यं तं विष्णुं भक्त्या नमाम्यहम् अंशुमान् अथांशुः कश्यपस्तार्क्ष्य ऋतसेनस्तथोर्वशी विद्युच्छत्रुर्महाशङ्खः सहोमासं नयन्त्यमि सदा विद्रावणरतो जगन्मङ्गलदीपकः मुनीन्द्रनिवहस्तुत्यो भूतिदोंशुर्भवेन्मम भगः भगः स्फूर्जोरिष्टनेमिः पूर्ण आयुश्च पञ्चमः कर्कोटकः पूर्वचित्तिः पौषमासं नयन्त्य मे तिथिमास ऋतूनां च वत्सरायनयोरपि घटिकानां च यः कर्ता भगो भाग्यप्रदोऽस्तु मे पूषः पूषा धनञ्जयो वातः सुषेणः सुरुचिस्तथा घृताची गौतमश्चेति तपो मासं नयन्त्यमी पूषा तोषाय मे भूयात् सर्वपापापनोदनात् सहस्रकरसंवीतः समस्ताशान्तरान्तरः पर्जन्यः क्रतुर्वार्चा भरद्वाजः पर्जन्यः सेनजित्तथा विश्वश्चैरावतश्चैव तपस्याख्यं नयन्त्यमी प्रपञ्चं प्रतपन् भूयः वृष्टिभिर्मादयन् पुनः जगदानन्दजनकः पर्जन्यः पूज्यते मया ध्यायेत् सदा इट शुड बी ध्येयः सदा सवितृमण्डलमध्यवर्ती नारायणः सरसिजासनसन्निविष्टः केयूरवान् मकरकुण्डलवान् किरीटी हारी हिरण्मयवपुः धृतशङ्खचक्रः मित्ररविसूर्यभानुखगपूष हिरण्यगर्भ मरीचादित्यसवित्रर्क भास्करेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री सूर्य नारायण परब्रह्मणे नमः। मां रक्ष रक्ष परिपाहि परिपाहि। Okay, so we have done one mantra Parayanam. May the Lord bless all of us. Om Mangalasharana Shlokaha. Om Yatha Sarvani Bhutani Pratibhanti Sthitani Cha Yatraivopashamam Yanti Tasmai Satyatmane Namaha. Jnata Jnanam Tatha Jneyam Drashta Darshana Drishyabhuः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमजरम् नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुखघनं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनादिमध्यनिधनं मायाविलासैर्मुहुः विश्वाकारमपास्तमायमभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं परं ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ ससदृश्यं सृजत्येवेति कीर्त्यते तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन्न शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। वसिष्ठादिऋषिभ्यो नमः। श्रीयोगवासिष्ठ महारामायण मोक्ष प्रकरण शास्त्रम स्मृति प्रकरण शास्त्रम तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम लीलोपाख्याने सिद्ध दर्शन हेतु कथनम नाम षड्विंश सर्गः। श्री वसिष्ठ उवाच। So Jyeshta Sharma has explained how himself, the people who are there in that room or house that time, the praja around, the pashu, the pakshis, the vanaspatis, the mountains, the rivers, the waterfalls, even the clouds, all of them are in dukkha on the demise of the Brahmana and Brahmani. Only one thing celebrating it all was the Kinnaras Gandharvas, Vidyadhara, and Surangana. They are enjoying with all the singing and dancing, etc., because they have received his parents. So that shows how noble were that Brahmana Dampati. Yes, after that, now I have told you why we are miserable as you asked. Now please bless us and remove our dukkha. So that means the Devata, Shaktis, Gurus are there. They use their Jnana Shakti, Tapas Shakti to remove our dukkha. Therefore, without that ego, with faith in this Shastras and the Paddhatis given by them, let us do the required upasanas. As long as we can do, when the health and age permits, we will do. When we can't do, we'll get it done through the children or any of the Purohita Brahmana with whatever we can afford. But see to it that Daiva Upasana Nirantara is done for the Dukkha Nirmuklana, Sukha Shanti Prapti, mostly, most importantly for our obstructionless Adhyatmika Sadhana Pragati. See, today how much of struggles we are going through to do sadhana, even though when we are willing. Just imagine that those days in our life, if they come, wherein the body is cooperating, mind is cooperating, buddhi is cooperating, and whole world is cooperating and convenient, and Prakriti also is supporting us, and that we are in the Shuddha Sattva Guna and always are in the Smriti of Upanishad mantras, Yoga Vasishtha mantras, defining for us the Paramatma Tattva, and we are able to easily, effortlessly gliding in meditation to experience that. How nice it would be. Today, you see, for every small little thing, there is an issue, there is a problem. So much struggle for us. Sometimes even bhojana also is a problem. Pashus get their grass every day. I know the Yajamana gives us. And for some of us human beings, sometimes bhojan bhi mushkil hota. All that shows that we have not done the upasana properly. If you do the due upasanas, all conveniences will come, outer as well as inner, while removing all the miseries, dukkhas. Remember about that Shakti of the Upasya Devatas and do the required upasana. So here, what is Jyeshta Sharma asking? Taddevyau kriyatam tavat asmakam shokanashanam. Tavat kriyatam asmakam shokanashanam. So therefore, O Devis, we pray you that do something by which our shokanashana happens. Why? Mahatam darshanam nama na kadachana nishpalam. The same thing Tulsidas ji writes, sadhute hoina karajahani. When the Mahatmas are met, it will never go waste, Nishwala. It will always give us some blessings. Here it is said positively, but there the Vibhishana Hanuman. Hanuman is in the Lanka Rakshasa place. So he heard about Rama Rama Nama while passing through Vibhishana's Graha. Because of that, he thought he is a sadhu. काम बने या न बने काम बिगड़ तो नहीं जाएगा साधुओं से मिलने से that's how he stays there and makes friends with Vibhishana. So here also, Mahatam Darshanam Nama Na Kathachana Nishpalam, Kadachana Nishpalam. So yesterday we spoke for 2-3 minutes. Wherever chance is there, go and stay with Mahatmas, Santa Mahatmas. And you and I are lucky in India nowadays. So many ashramas, so much of Mahatmas, पके हुए भी साधना करने वाले भी हजारों लाखों में आश्रम बनाकर just to go stay. The ambience itself gives that adhyatmikata to us. Is it not better than spending time with those people where our samsara only increases? Think about it. Careful. Whenever you go to those Mahatmas, the samsthas or places, people also will be there around exactly like us. Never enter into any samsara with them. We are going to Mahatma, that too only for the Adhyatmika, Upadesha, Anugraha, Sadhana, Marga Darshana, etc. Be careful about it. isn't it? You can't take anything granted for granted. Like even when you go to hospital, even though it is a place for curing our diseases, still there are other patients also. If you are careless, you get HAD. In technical terms, hospital acquired diseases they are called, isn't it? You have to be careful with other patients. Same way, anybody in this world is a adhyatmika rogi only. Bhava rogi, samsara rogi. So don't get their roga to you. If you go to hospital, consult doctor, take prescription, come out. Take medication treatment. Same way, when we go to such temples or tirthayatras or the Mahatmas anywhere, our focus should be single pointed. So too during Tirthayatras. Hundreds and thousands of other yatris will be there. If you go in a group, they will be there with you for 10 days. Umpteen number of chances to get attached with them and friendship or to fight with them. Both is nonsense. Both are nonsense. Only goal is that temple darshana, that upasana, puja, getting the punya, doing all the dana, the charity. That's it. थ्रू लाइफ हमें ना इस चीज में कभी कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं करना, कभी केयरलेस नेग्लिजेंट नहीं रहना. वी कैन नॉट अफोर्ड. दैट्स व्हाई प्रमादः मृत्यु. In that Sanat Suyatiyam it is said that one moment's inadvertence causes the death only. The mrityu is inculcating all ahankaras, the vasanas, or the wrong impressions or the unwanted experiences. We should not be cynical. At the same time, we should not be careless also. We should be sensitive, equally sensible. Sensitive to know, sensible to positively respond, react, so that we are protected. Same time, protect the sacred sadhana of others also. Other than that, this sentence that Mahatam Darshanam Nama Na Kadachana Nishpalam, therefore have the Darshana Mahatmas. And whenever some of the people like those who are in North India, how wonderful they are, so lucky. Within overnight journey only, or even 2 3 hours journey only, depending on where they stay, they can to go to Haridwar, they can go to Rishikesh, they can go to Mathura, Vrindavanam, and they can go to so many places, the Kashi and Prayagaraja. 10 12 घंटे में पहुंच जाते, कोई को तो 2 3 घंटे में. So nicely, today I was studying, we were doing that Skanda Puranam, such beautiful stories. Aram say, even if you are in Grahastha Ashrama, take your wife if it's nearby, go to that Rishikesh or Haridwar, stay 1 or 2 days in any ashram, just obtain the routine there and just look at those great Mahatma sadhana. कम से कम ये कर लो, कम से कम आयो. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा is you are attending our classes throughout every day and studying those books deeply, asking any questions if you have, and enhancing your own adhyatmic sadhana and jnana and nishtha, and yourself have trying your best to manage and conquer the prakriti. Conquer is a wrong word. Manage the prakriti, invoke the prakriti to be cooperative, and then entering into the search of that Purusha Tattva. This is the highest. If you are doing great, even while doing so, once in a while to get recharged, to get energized, to come out of, if at all any monotonousness is there, dullness is there, go to such a great Mahatmas and be basking in their benign kindness and compassion or कृपा करुणा. Isn't it? इस तरह से यहाँ जो लिखा है उससे सीखना है. Yesterday also we saw. Next one. इति उक्तवन्तं सा पुत्रं मूर्ध्नि स्पर्श पाणिना. To that putra, with her hand, she touched on his head. Pallavenanatanam Mula Grantimivábjini. So when he was doing pranam at her feet, with that Pallava like hand, she just touched the head of that Jeshta Sharma. Then what happened? Tasyaha sparshena tenasau dukkha daurbhagya sankatam jahau pravrud punasangat grishmatapamivachalaha. Tasyaha sparshena. Just by mere touch of hers, Tena asau, that Jeshta Sharma, Dukkha Daurbhagya Sankatam Jahau. His Dukkha has gone away, misery, Daurbhagya has gone away, misfortune, Sankatam gone away. the difficulty and crisis. So the misery, the misfortune, as well as the sankata, kashta, crisis also, jahau. He left them. They have gone away from his bosom. Example, pravrut puna sangat, pravrut puna asangat. The returning of the rainy season, grishma tapameva achalaha. The mountain, till that time it was tapita, scorched by the heat of the grishma ratu. Now it regains its life. Mountain means all the trees that are there in the mountains. When the trees are good, then the animals, plants, or sorry, birds, they also become happy. When it rains, then from the mountains the rivers come. Then within the rivers, all the jiva jantu. As the rivers flow, then the people around the rivers who stay there in the banks, isn't it? Just arrival of rain, everything taken care. So the blessings of the Mother Saraswati and Leela was like the raining girl, which helps or saves the entire living beings. The rain falling on the mountain. Okay, now here, Dukkha Daurbhagya Sankatam Jahau. 1 minute you can discuss about it. Means what? Leela has, with her tapasya, reached to that stage of herself going beyond Prakriti and establishing in the Purusha Tattva or in the Chidakasha. More than that, she has mastered even the Prakriti to such an extent that the Antakarana of Jeshta Sharma Adi also she could set right. Like the doctor himself takes care of his entire health and is able to set right the health of others. Isn't it? So too, the great saints and sages, they made themselves set right and they have the capacity to set right. The others, Antakarana also. So the Jeshta Sharma, whatever he was feeling that he is missing his mother, father, all that is removed means what? What it should be understood? What is that which removes dukkha, daurbhagya, sankata? Only Atma Jnana. So by touch, she blessed Jeshta Sharma to be Atmagnani, or his focus now is in his own Adhyatmic sadhana and Pragati and Moksha. The situation that has happened there, mother, father demise, it is natural happening. Everybody's parents go away. It happens to everyone. And how much ever great a Mahatma, even Avatar has come, they also have to live and go. Therefore, nothing is permanent, everything comes and goes. Only one thing is permanent. We have to realize that this type of knowledge must have dawned in him, which was already might have been given by parents, but now overpowered by that emotion of missing that parents, his knowledge might have been covered. Now, by the touch of Leela Mata, that cover must have gone away. He found its comfort, his comfort and solace. It happened to Jeshta Sharma by one touch of the mother or the Leela because of her power. Contrast to that, you and I, from 5 years we are listening to our classes, the same effect is slowly happening, not in one moment. We are also discovering the meaning in life to be only in spiritual pursuit. To the extent we are convinced about it and also start consciously, deliberately involving in that, to that extent our mind is weaned away from the world and worldly worries. The moment we wean away from the world and world's worries, there is no world, there are no worries at all. Exactly, this is the most beautiful topic we are studying in Mandukya Upanishad. यावद् हेतुफलावेशः तावद् हेतुफलोद्भवः क्षीणे हेतुफलावेशे नास्ति हेतुफलोद्भवः यावद् हेतुफलावेशः संसारस्तावदायतः क्षीणे हेतुफलावेते संसारं न प्रपद्यते. It is we who give importance to the world, to the worldly happenings, and therefore create the worries in us and sustain them, worries or miseries or disappointments, etc. पहले तो ध्यान से सुन हिंदी में, उधर जाना ही नहीं था, जाकर कुछ करना ही नहीं था, और करने के बाद जो हो रहा है उसको देखकर रोना भी नहीं है. हम जा भी रहे, कर भी रहे, रो भी रहे. किसने कहा उधर जाके आ बैल मुझे मार? You just stay with the self. Who told you to go into the projected world and get lost with the projected relativity and sankalpas and activities? रहो अपने आत्मा के साथ. This has to click to us. Is the only expected outcome of our satsangas. How many number of years we study together. So the Jeshta Sharma in this way, because the dawn of the knowledge, all dukkha, then sankata, as well as daurbhagya, they have gone away. Dukkha, daurbhagya, sankata. Means all the miseries along with their causes gone away. Miseries is caused by the karma as karma phala. They are done because of delusion. That's because of ignorance. The ignorance came, delusion gone, karta bhokta pan chala gaya. So no karma phala. Absolutely न रहेगा बास, न बजेगी बांसुरी. Hope you are understanding it by our everyday listening to the same Vedantic thought. How lucky we are, isn't it? And how unfortunate are the people around who are not going to any of such satsangas of any of the Adhyatmika Acharyas. That's why I tell to the people, don't come to my class if you don't like me, hate me, or don't understand the way I speak, or not able to tune to me. Never mind, I am useless, good for nothing, I know. But find some guru, some teacher who is teaching Tattva Jnana. Please tune to him and go there. Help yourself, save yourself. Isn't it? So much we feel in the heart. Please go somewhere and listen. Otherwise, you are destroying your life in your tamoguna and rajoguna. अब लोग ये सजेशन देने का भी हमें हक नहीं देते, अधिकार नहीं देते, तो चुप हो गया मैं तो अभी. जस्ट आई डू माई क्लासेस, दैट्स ऑल. व्हाट टू डू? The unfortunate people. Lucky Jeshta Sharma. Lucky you and I are that every day, not only we are having classes, but we are coming to listen to them. Classes तो चल रहे हैं, but आकर सुन रहे हैं, that's the fortune. Self-created fortune. See, in your own house, your wife or husband, they are there. You have attended all 5 years, all classes. They have not attended even one class. Somewhere else, if they are attending, nothing like that. Good, great. Absolutely. Satsanga is important. Tattva Shravana is important. Whoever may be the Vakta, it's secondary. You have to tune. And it is all by Sankalpa and our Prarthana. Just like that, accidentally it will not happen. This much you please catch. Isn't it? It has I have to pray, oh Lord, I want to walk in the Shreya Marga, send me to the right Guru. This prayer when you do, some Guru will come in our life, we tune to that Guru and we listen to it. संकल्प भी नहीं कर रहे हैं, खुद ही ढूंढ भी नहीं रहे हैं, तो फिर कोई अटेंड ही नहीं कर रहे क्लास, देन वी नेवर हेल्प आवरसेल्व्स. सी ज्येष्ठ शर्मा का दुख दौर्भाग्य संकटम जहो. What about the other beings there other than him? Sarvo Gruhajanah Saha Atha Tayor Devyoho Vilokanat. The entire Grahajana, by the Kataksha of these Devis, by their looks of their eyes only, hmm, स Lakshmivan Dukkha Nirmuktaha Babhuva Amrutapo Yatha. They also became Lakshmivan. Earlier they were in Daridra Sthiti because of the demise of Brahmana Brahmani. Now they became Lakshmivan means all their abilities, faculties have gained the total life. Second, Dukkha Nirmuktaha. They found the answer in themselves for that Dukkha, that these things keep on happening in life. We cannot stop, stay and get caught up anywhere. We have to keep on, move ahead, that's it. Take the things in the right stride, keep on moving ahead. That is the meaning of Dukkha Nirmuktaha Babuva Amrutapo Yatha. And the looks of these two Devis for them was like the Amruta giving only, and for them it was like Amrutapana. That means these two Devis must have looked at all of them, and through those looks only they might have entered into their hearts and set right them by giving them their own purpose of life. Once we discover the ultimate purpose of our life and walk towards that, anything happening around the world, it's a part of the universal happening. We need not worry there so much and stop our progress. चलता ही रहता है दुनिया में. कितने चीजें होते रहते हैं, होनी अनहोनी, acceptable, non acceptable, imaginable, unimaginable, sudden, shocking. This is how the life is, full of mesmerizing surprises every moment. 100 people with whom we think we spend the whole life, suddenly they say goodbye to us and go. The other fellows whom you used to hate and fight, suddenly they become jigri dost. कुछ भी होगा इस दुनिया में. Suddenly you are with hundreds of people, एकदम loneliness आ जाता है. And another time you are so alone with yourself, suddenly you are made a head of an ashram or a king of the kingdom. The whole world is around you. From Karodpati, you become Rodpati. From the Rodpati, on the road, you get some diamond, you become Karodpati. Raja, Rank Raja, anything will happen in this world. What is our job? Our goal is only one. Towards that, consciously we have to work. Therefore, develop the level of consciousness, become clear about the goal and the means, and be consciously walking on the path, adjusting, arranging all the conveniences, etc., facing all the inner and outer challenges, tests. मजा करो जिंदगी में इस तरह से. So many things to learn. So two things are clear. Jyeshta Sharma also freed from Dukkha Daurbhagya Sankata. The other people also became Lakshmivan, Dukkha Nirmuktaha, Amrutapaha. As like they have done the पान of अमृत. अमृत का पीने से तृप्ति भी होती है, सुख भी होता है और निर्भयता वगैरह आती है, बिकॉज इट्स अमृत. Contentment, happiness, and the sense of immortality, free from all fears. This has happened to all of them. These Devis have not spoken much, they just looked at that. In this way, in our this Bhumandala, how many times, how many Mahatmas keep on coming and look at the Jivas and bless them with their eyes. That's called Krupa Kataksha. Aksha ke kat se Krupa Prasaran karna. Aksha means eye, Kata means corner. From the corner of the eye looks, and some by words, some by touches, some by giving upadesha, some by themselves acting and showing. Each of them come and keep on guiding, like our Puja Gurudev. How many thousands and lakhs of people, jivas, he has put on Adhyatmika Marga. And those people, depending on their inner Antakarana maturity, making use of his guidance, each one is treading this path in his own speed. But he guided them, millions of them. Like that, so many Rishi Munis come. Even the Devatagana too. India is so beautiful. How many of these Sanatan Dharmins, almost except few exceptions, on one or the other occasion, keep on praying to the Lord in one or the other form, and they are being blessed. Every Indian is saved. It's only a question of some hard experiences turning them towards spirituality, or a question of a deep contemplation turning them towards spirituality. I tell you, my feeling is so strong. Born in India as Sanatana Dharmi is last but one step for the moksha. From here, just exhaust all our pararabdhas, and with the exposure to the Hindu Sanatana Dharma Samskriti and Shastras and Gurus, get the goal and means clear, keep walking. That's all. आ गए सनातन धर्म में तो बहुत बहुत हो गया हमारा जीवन में, क्या कहते हैं ना, प्रगति. बस hold on to one guru. You can see that also in Indian parlance na. How many people so innocent, कोई भी एक छोटे गुरु को पकड़ लेते हैं, बस that is enough, they get moksha. That guru also so simple and humble, एक किताब सामने रख कर ना, he will just do the upadesh. It is simple for looks outside, but it's the highest for its purpose and its outcome. How many of them they go to one or the other महात्मा, उनका पूजा करते हैं, उनको भोजन खिलाते हैं और उनको सत्संग सुनते हैं. Don't underestimate these things. They are transforming and molding these inner personalities of those people, especially when they are humble and innocent, toward the highest. It's only a question of just some time. It's so beautiful when you visualize it from a distance with a zooming effect, how these contacts between the Jivas, Sadhakas, and the Santa Mahatma happen, and the grace transforms these beings, and they turn towards the highest. Maja hi maja hai. We are one of them, graced, blessed by Gurudev, slowly studying our Shastras, little by little, because of our low ability and capacity. Thoda, thoda, ittaich. We are understanding and change. But that is good. Something is better than nothing, no? But there is always assurance that the Guru will not leave us, will not leave this path, and that will take us more and more ahead. This topic of these blessings by these Devis, silently, entire beings, is very touching. That's why we paused and tried to give some more explanation. Enough. Further, you contemplate on the remaining other important topics in that. We will continue the text. In the text now, Sri Ramji, having heard all that, asks the question. Sri Rama Uvacha. Mind you, this text is Rama Vaashishtha Samvada. Vaashishtha while giving Brahmajnanam, took up the Leelopakhyanam, which has got more than 12-15 sargas. One by one sarga, one by one shloka, we are seeing. Now Rama's Prashna. Tayasya Leelaya Matra Putrasya Jeshta Sharmanah Kasmat na darshanam dattam moham tavan nirakuru. So tavat moham nirakuru. Please dispel my this ignorance or confusion or non-understanding. Clear it. What is it? Tasya taya asya leelaya. Taya leelaya asya matra. By Leela, who is the mother of that Jeshta Sharma, Putrasya Jeshta Sharmana, Kasmat na darshanam dattam. Why didn't she reveal herself to Jeshta Sharma and say, अरे बेटा तू जिस माता के लिए मर गई करके रो रहा है वो मैं ही हूँ. She is only no. Jeshta Sharma doesn't know. He thought they are the one Devis. But Leela तो जानती है ना. By mother's kripa, Pura Janma, Katha she was told. That is why she asked, let me go to the Girigrama. That's why Mother Saraswati brought her en route, taking her to all the lokas to this place. So she can tell, no, हे पुत्र मैं हूँ तुम्हारा माँ. ऐसा नहीं होता. Especially in case of Leela, because that moha delusion that I am Jiva, I am Deha. So through Deha, this boy is born, though he is my son. Those delusions are gone. Oneself is seen as Brahman, the Jagat also is seen as Brahman. After that, the delusory relativity does not remain. Please catch this point, that's going to be the answer by Bhagavan Vaashishtha. It's only as long as we have not realized the substratum that the relativity is maintained, and we suffer in that. Once the substratum is known that I myself am not this Jiva Deha, how can somebody is related to me? Think about it. मैं ही अपने देहादि से छोड़ दिया तादात्म्य. अब इस देहादि से जिनका संबंध है उससे मेरा कैसा हो? You divorced her, she is not your wife. Then how come her brother is your brother-in-law? अभी नहीं रहेगा, हो गया खत्म. है ना? सबके खुशी के लिए. Now Vasishta's answer is this in next 10-12 shlokas. Shall we go through? Start. Sri Vasishtha Uvacha. Vasishtha ji's answer to this question. Why Leela did not say, I am your mother. Ki buddha pruthyadi bodhena yena pruthyadi sanghakaha tasya pindatmatam dhatte vyomaivanyasya kevalam. So, Buddha pruthyadi bodhena yena pruthyadi sanghakaha tasya pindatmatam dhatte Yoma eva anyasya kevalam. So, very technical shabdas used, Shastriya shabdas used by Vasishtha ji. We'll try to understand. Ki yena, by that person, Prithvyadi Sanghakaha, the Panchamahabhutas and the assembly of Panchamahabhutas, Prithvyadi Bodhena Buddhaha, is taken and accepted as reality. Panchamahabhutas are taken as reality. Tasya pindatvatam datte. To him only, himself and others are dehadi. There is another contrast picture. What is it? Vyoma eva anyasya kevalam. The one who has not given reality to the projected Panchamahabhutas, the one who has reached to the Vyoma, the Chidakasha, the substratum, for him everything is Chidakasha only. So, simple thought is on the Chidakasha, the Maya, then Trigunatmaka Prakriti, then Mahattattva, Samashti Ankara, Triahankaras, then Jnanendriyas, Karmendriyas, Antakarana, Adhisthana Devatas, then the Tanmatras from the Panchamahabhutas, then their Panchikaranam from their Stula Panchamahabhutas, then through the combination of them, all these Dehas are formed. So Dehas are by the Stulikrita Panchamahabhutas, then within the Deha, the Jnanendriya, Karmendriya, Antakarana, all of them are from the Tanmatras. All of them are systematic, step by step. Dhyan se suno. Projection only, not creation. Projection is done systematically. When the creation is explained in this way systematically in our Shastras, understand. Change one word. They are not explaining creation, they are explaining projection. Like a cinema. Systematically, cinema is creation. And in the first scene of the cinema also, they show so and so name later the Surya creations karke, the Hanuman creations, Hanuman movie creations. But it is not creations, it is projections. Systematically, they projected the movie. That's why when you go, not while seeing the movie, but during that whole movie making, how the directors, producers, actors, they sit, discuss with each other, all the sceneries are explained. Some projection chal raha hai wahan. Then when they are acting, that also projection, shooting. In the same way, systematically projection has happened. The ones who have realized it and deeply through contemplation, having devalued all projected, reached the Vyoma, the Akasha, the Chidakasha. For them, where is this Bhuta Akasha? Where are the beings in the Bhuta? Vyoma eva kevalam tasya. Leela is at that stage. Understood? The ones who have got Satyatva Buddhi in the Panchamahabhutas is equal to in the Panchamahabhuta made the entire world. For them, the world appears. Then the relativity becomes meaningful to them. But the one who used Vedantic Jnanam given by the Guru reached to the substratum. For him, Vyoma eva kevalam. That's the meaning. कि बुद्धः पृथ्व्यादि बोधेन येन पृथ्व्यादि संगकः तस्य पिंडात्मत्वं दत्ते व्योम एव अन्यस्य केवलम. For other being, everything is Chidakasha Rupa. Only one Chidakasha is there. For having relativity, two things have to be there. In one absolute, you cannot have. Earlier, how did it was there? Because the projection was taken as real. And real one substratum was unknown. यही तो बता रहे ना कि मुच्यते ज्ञात्वादेवं मुच्यते सर्वपाशात् सर्वपाशैः. Pasha is this Dvaita Pasha only, or the Dvaita leading to Pasha of the relativity. Think. And one interesting thing is what? The one who remains, he cries. And the one who leaves, he just forgets. Maybe for 10, 12 days, he is there loitering around. But once that Vaikuntha Samaradhana is done, he just goes only into the next body. He is busy with the next set of confusions. Like Leela was busy with her husband, the king. She has forgotten ज्येष्ठ शर्मा मेरा एक बेटा था मेरे पिछले जन्म में. ऐसा कुछ नहीं. These all when you study, we understand the mithyatva of this jagat, then we start pursuing the sadvastu. Then asadevanga sadiva bhati pruthyadi vedanat yatha balasya vetalo na bhati tada vedanat. Very trickish way Vaashishtha ji said, testing Rama's alertness. Asadeva anga sadiva bhati pruthyadi. Prithvi Asadeva, the Panchamahabhutas and all are unreal only. Asadeva, Sadiva Bhati. Hey Prithvi, appear to be real for an ignorant person. But Vedanath, When it is known, the reality is only Chidakasha. All of that is not real. So Asadeva Anga Sadiva Bhati Prithvyadi sentence. सत की तरह दिखता है लेकिन वो असत्य है. In reality, reality alone is there. They are not there. Example, यथा बालस्य वेतालो न भाति तद वेदनात्. If the child doesn't know a concept of Betala, then he will not be afraid when that word is used. पहले अरे वहां भूत है रे. When the mother or somebody says, he is never afraid because he doesn't have the knowledge of anything bhuta. Then he asks, Mummy, what is bhuta? Then she is, भूत इतना भयंकर होता है, इतने लाल लाल आंख होते हैं, बड़े बड़े दांत होते हैं. Then she will tear you and she will beat you, eat you. When all of that is said, then he makes a concept. Oh, that is why mother is called as mummy brought from Egypt. अच्छा भूत मतलब ऐसा होता है. Then whenever father says bhuta will catch you, immediately gets a fear. But before that he doesn't know. In the same way, a jnani is in the sarvam atmaiva bhut sthiti. So he has no panchamahabhuta reality concept. That's the meaning of yatha balasya vetalah na abhati tad avedanat. Vetala will not frighten him when he doesn't know. So to a jnani sees only chidakasha everywhere, the panchamahabhuta and the modification of them in the form of sthula dehadi, and with that various relativities. Then those relativities, one of them going missing, dying, these are all meaningless. A jnani is not afraid of somebody dying and all. That's why I told you the other day. In all these साधु सन्यासियों के ग्रुप में ना, कोई सन्यासी मरते हैं, इतना धूम धड़ाके से वो लोग सेलिब्रेट करते हैं. Not because उनका कमंडलू या खड़ा उनको मिल गए. That we do it. Because they say ये this jiva has freed himself from the sharira, हो गया कल्याण. They happily say bye bye. रोते नहीं यार, तू मेरे को छोड़ के जा रहा है. एक मिलकर एक ही प्लेट में खाते थे. Nothing doing, says go, just get liberated. They are free from that deha tadatmya dvandvata, and they are full into the Advaita Jnana, no? Received from the gurus, and so much of deep contemplation in that. We are missing that. We are lost in the samsara 24 hours in that only. है ना, आग में उंगली लगा के जला रहे अपने आप को अपन. That's what we are. Anyway, next one. यथा पृथ्व्यादिना भातम अपृथ्व्यादि भवेत् क्षणात् स्वप्ने स्वप्न परिज्ञानात् तथा जाग्रत्यपि स्फुटम. That common example of our Vedanta, Vaashishtha ji is telling it. 1,000 times we studied it in our Upanishads, especially in Mandukya. Like in the Swapna, you see the entire world of Prithvi, Panchamahabhuta, made beings, etc. And interact also with them, various experiences also gained. The moment we awaken to the Jagrata Avastha, where is all the Panchamahabhuta and Panchamahabhuta made, that so-called world which was in Swapna? It's not there, no? Like in Swapna में आप जमीन पे चल रहे हो, आपने घर बना लिया. In Swapna you have all the utensils in your house, clothes to wear, food to eat, dining table to sit and all. All of them are made from Panchamahabhuta only, no? So the friends are there, relatives are there, their Sharira is also made Panchamahabhuta. So you interacted with them, we fought there also with them, there also we got defeated, insulted, humiliated, miserable. How realistic that dream. The moment we wake up, where is that Prithvyadi and Prithvyadi made all these Stula Shariras and objects? दिख रहा है कोई? Same way, when we wake to awaken to the Atma Tattva, all these things which we are seeing now as real, they are found to be never existing one. So simple, you see. Why simple? Because we studied the other Upanishads. नहीं पढ़ा होता तो इसको समझना टाइम लगता. तो यथा पृथिव्यादिना भातम अपृथिव्यादि भवेत् क्षणात् कुत्र स्वप्ने कथम स्वप्न परिज्ञानात् तथा जागृत्यपि स्फुटम. From the dream, when we wake up, the entire dream world of matter disappears. So too, from this waking world, when we wake up to the reality, this whole world of matter dissolves, disappears. It's only delusion projected. That's the power of delusion. The power of the director and producer's intellect, you see. How many movies and in that scenes, the sentiment, the emotions, the action, the drama, वो कितना project करते हैं. All the power of his projection. And I'm imbibing that the actor also exactly acts that way with his facial expressions, dialogues, movements. And we are equally buddhus. We watch it. Already the whole jagat is one samsara. इसमें एक और संसार सिनेमा जगत पूरा प्रोजेक्टेड है. इन दैट अनदर प्रोजेक्शन है सिनेमा वी सी एंड वी टेक दैट आल्सो एज रियल एंड सफर. हद है यार बेवकूफी का. If somebody tells let's go and see movie, we should tell them here already this movie I am suffering of the Jagrat Jagat. I am trying to come out of this and awaken to reality, and you are taking me to the dream number two, delusion number two. No, sir, entertainment. I am not interested. By the way. हाँ, फिर मेरे क्लास छोड़कर सिनेमा जाते हो इसलिए मेरे को बोलना पड़ता है. स्वप्ने स्वप्न परिज्ञानात् तथा जाग्रत्य विस्फुटम पृथ्व्यादिखतया बुद्धम खमित्येवानुभूयते तथा हि क्षुब्ध धातूनां कुड्येषु क इवोद्यमः. See, पृथ्व्यादि खतया बुद्धम खम इत्येव अनुभूयते. When the Prithvyadi Panchamahabhutas and Panchamahabhuta made all the stula looking, all the things and beings, when properly awakened to the Khabuddhi, the space buddhi, the Chidakasha buddhi, everything is in a Chidakasha only. Isn't it? If not, you are deluded. Example is again funny. Ulta example there. Tatahi Kshubda Dhatunam Kudyeshu Kaivodhyama. Just like for a person who is mentally disturbed, Kutyeshu, in the wall he sees the emptiness and goes and hits his head to that. Vaashishtha is very intelligent. He is giving such examples to Rama to awaken even the Vyavaharik intelligence in Rama. ये एग्जाम्पल ऐसे हैं. ये पागल बंदा जहां दीवार है उधर खाली है मानकर जाकर टकराएगा हेड लगा. इट इज उल्टा एग्जाम्पल एक्चुअली. एग्जाम्पल क्या है ना, वेयर देर इज खालीनेस देर कुड्या इज प्रोजेक्टेड. हियर ही सेज where there is kudya the wall, he thinks that it is space and goes and hits his head. What is the meaning of it is, in the space only we are creating or projecting the upadhis, our own, other, and we are having head-on collision every day and suffering. So what is there ultimately is only Vyoma Akasha or Chid Akasha or Chid Vyoma. We have to awaken to that as the reality. That's why when the big text like Ramayana, शुरू से अंत तक आप पढ़ते रहोगे ना, तो hundreds of times you are चिदाकाशा, you are चिदाकाशा, ऐसे रिमाइंड करके करके हमारे बुद्धि में हमारे लिए हमारा स्वरूप रूपी लक्ष्य को भरा जाता है. In small little text एक ही बार बोला जाता, but this text every sarga, every chapter is aimed at that, every upakhyana is aimed at that. Having listened for hundreds and thousands of times, our buddhi registers this knowledge. That's the beauty in big texts. That's why I take up and study one shloka. You have seen Bhagavatam pura pada. You have seen Valmiki Ramayana, everything we studied. Adhyatma Ramayana we have studied. Bhagavad Gita one by one shloka with bhashya we are seeing. So many other texts we have done. इसलिए मैं डरता हूँ महाभारत लेने को. 1,00,000 श्लोक है उसमें. शुरू किया तो शुरू से लेकर अंत तक. तो इस तरह आगे चलकर स्वप्ने नगरमुर्मीवा शून्यं खातं च बुध्यते स्वप्नांगना च कुरुते शून्या व्यर्थ क्रियां नृणां खं पृथ्व्यादितया बुद्धं पृथ्व्यादि भवति क्षणात् मूर्छायां परलोकोऽपि प्रत्यक्षमनुभूयते. So स्वप्ने नगरम उर्वीवा. In the swapna, the nagara and the urvi, the bhumi, when you wake up, shunyam khatam cha buddhyate, found to be empty space only. Swapna cha kurute shunya vyartha kriyam nunam. In the swapna, the angana, anybody came and all the dance drama they have done. When you wake up, the swapna angana is shunya and her aneka kriya also vyartha. In the same way, the opposite of it, kham prithvyaditaya buddham prutyadi bhavati kshana. If you imagine the space to be the prithvi in your imagination, the Prithvi is projected. Okay, in this way, it is in our imagination only the Pancha Mahabhutas and the world of names and forms made out of is there. You can, by your Yoga Shakti or Jnana Shakti, rise above all of that. Like the Leela has risen above. She is in the Ativahika Deha now. She is no more the Sura Sharir. That's why she could travel with mother to all the lokas. That is a very powerful example for us to understand the possibility of rising this Thulata. Why all these explanation was Vasishtha? Leela is in that stage, therefore for her everything is Brahma, for herself is Brahma, therefore she is not the mother, he is not the son, therefore she did not reveal. If revealed, it is a loss to her and to him also, because both of them will be caught up in the relativity. Instead, by the help of grace of Saraswati ji, she is awakened to the self. With her power, she has awakened her so-called son also. What more is than this required? If a mother or father awakens the son or daughter to the reality, that is more greater than themselves continuing as mother and father, making them continue as son and daughter and living only a relative life. It's only ignorant people do, not those who are exposed to Shastra and through that to the ultimate reality. Okay, in further 7-8 shlokas, in this way, the Vedanta Sara explained karte hue, this is why Leela has not revealed, answer Bhagavan gives. That we'll see tomorrow. Then we enter into next Sarga, number 27. In that Leelopakhyanam Janmantara Varnanam. That we will see what it is. Thank you. Sarvam Sri Ramaarpanamam Purnamadaha Shruti MAATRE Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Great listening. Continue, my dear friends. Find this half an hour time every day, 1 hour. Listen unless you are very, very busily engaged in your other great sadhanas. Okay? But dekh lo, I to acha, we can't insist. We can only suggest, but we continue studying. Now come for Vakyavritti study for half an hour. Hari Om.